Hi everyone, Carol here, artist of Onlytrees, and I'm taking my lunch break before I get back to work. I'm down on the trail and I have picked some really cute little flowers, make my day, and yeah, so I'm going to be putting this video together. It is of a tree that I have never created before, but used the same concepts. Yes, my loops. I hope that you'll stay tuned, enjoy this video, and all right, headed back to the house now, and let's get started. Okay, so here we go. Believe it or not, I'm going to make palm tree fronds out of these loops. Now, how did I get started on making these fronds? I'm taking each of the colors that you see. I use 24 gauge. So I've got the gold in my hands right now, and I folded that strand in half. So I've got one set of loops on one end and two sets of loops on the other end. Folding, I'm showing you now in the purple and gold. I folded that in half. See that? All right, now I'm going to take the gold that I folded it in half, pulling it out, looking exactly where I want to attach them. So I'm attaching the purple one to the center of the gold strand that I folded, and I'm matching those loops up. Can you see that? Okay, and now matching the other two. I've got two sets of the purple now matching up with the two sets of gold loops. This is all 24 gauge wire. Okay, I've got that gold one all by itself down in the bottom. Now I'm going to twist all that together. And I have that matched up. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to make sure that the other four sets of loops are matched up, pulling it apart if I need to. Okay. Yep, Carol wants to make sure she's got it all matched up. Bringing in the third color now. This is all of the amethyst. This is 3 strands, 5 sets of loops folded in half. I'm matching that up with the 2 sets of the gold and 2 sets of the purple or the amethyst and gold. Because what I'm trying to do is blend all of these colors together. So if I was looking at it, I would have a total of 3 sets right there in my hand, on the right hand, and the rest of the wire I'm holding in my left hand. Now, twist all of that together. Okay, just like that. I know, it's a lot of wire. This is not for a beginner in any way, but the concept is easy once you get the hang of it. What I'm doing is blending all of these colors together. So I used 3 different sets of loops now. I folded them in half. I'm matching up my loops. Okay, now I'm holding on to that. Matching the loops up. And now I'm going to take the black. The black, I'm going to fold that in half. Just like that. Good, Carol, you're doing good. Now I'm going to match that black loop, that black set of loops, to that gold, amethyst, and now the black. Okay, all of that I'm showing you is going to be in my right hand, matching up all those colors in my left hand. I have them separated. Now I'm going to twist in between those loops. Okay, that's all of that wire. This is 24 gauge wire. Keeping those loops matched up next to each other, I'm at the end, so now I want to twist the next set, which is all contained in my hands right there. I'm making sure that it's all matched up. Keeping them close together. All right, and now I'm going to twist. Okay. I'm ending up with the black at the back, and I'm twisting that, keeping them matched up. I have these end pieces. I want to match those loops and then twist the very ends. And I don't want to cut those off because I'm going to need them for later on. But twisting all of that wire together. If you've never done this before, this is a tough one, but the effect is really, really neat. Okay, so that's that very first gold one. You see me twisting that. I want to make it a little bit shorter. When we twist our wire does get shorter. So now I want to flatten all of that out so that the loops are on top of each other. So I'm taking that gold, 2 sets of loops that you see there. Okay, the next set is still going to be gold. I'm putting that on top. I have another set of gold that's going to go on top of the gold. Now I'm moving into the purple and gold, putting that on top. It should have another set there. Nope, the next one is gold. And then the next one is the purple and gold. Getting them on the top, flatten them out so that they're on top of each other. The next set should be the amethyst and the gold. Yep. Trying to separate them, keeping them all in order, flattening them so that they're on the top. That's 2 sets of the purple and gold, or amethyst and gold. And now I'm going to be moving into the amethyst and black. The amethyst and black. All of the loops, flattening them out, taking my time, making sure that I'm not knotting any of that wire up. It's tedious, Okay, now I'm working on what is left of the amethyst and black and moving into the solid black. See how one set of loops is in front of the other? I want to get the one that's in the front and twist that down flat. That's what I'm showing you there. So you take your time and put them in order. Okay, now I'm at the solid black. Finding out which one comes first and take that first one and then bend it forward, flattening it out. There you go. Isn't that cool? You can do this, guys. You can do this. It just takes time. So that's just one step of combining those fronds, and those fronds are going on to this tree. This is going to be my rendition of the ponytail palm so that the orb can be put on it. I made a total of 15 of those fronds. Okay, let's do a recap on what I just showed you. So I made 15 sets of 4 different colors. Now you can choose any colors that you want. What I was working on was gold, amethyst, and black. Those were my 3 main colors. So I took 24 gauge, 3 strands, and made 15 sets of gold. Then I took 2 strands of amethyst and 1 strand of gold and made loops. Then I took another set of 2 black and 1 amethyst and made 15 sets. Then I took 3 strands of black and made 15 sets of loops. So what I was showing you there was the 4 different colors and blending them together to make a frond for the ponytail palm tree, which you saw right in the beginning there. So when I said I folded it in half, I took my set of loops and I folded them in half. Okay? So I've got the end one, I've got 2 in the center, and I've got 2 on the end. So I just folded that in half. Now I'm not using the same colors to show you in this recap. So this is pink, okay? This is 22, this is 22, no, this is 24 gauge pink. And then I have a set of black. This is 3 strands, okay, 24 gauge. I'm folding this in half also. All right, just like this. And I want to take this first, no, sorry. I want to take the black, the first black one here, these 2 right here. And I want to put them into the center of where the pink is going. So that's what I mean, matching up your loops. I want you to keep these 2 sets of loops that are here and match that first black one. We're blending the colors into. All right, so up close, I'm taking this set and matching it up with the center set of the pink. All right. See that? I've got this one down here. I've got the one set of black, and then I have the two sets, that's the easiest way, two sets of pink, all right? Separating them, all right, getting in between here. That's why I always leave space in my loops when I create them, because I never know what I'm gonna be creating. So when I make my loops, I think about the space in between. But what I want to do now is twist in this space right here. So getting in there. Okay, just one loop is fine for right now. You can tighten that up later, because now you want to match. You have two end black ones. Okay, keeping those separate. Okay, keeping those separate. But now you have 4 sets or 8 loops together. All right, you've got all of that. And now if I was adding another color, I would add that first one that I folded in half, no matter what color it is, and I would add it to, so I'd have a total of 10 loops here. 4 of the black, 4 of the pink, and then whatever my next color is. So that would make it 10 circles, 10 loops, matching them up. I'd get in there. Oh, let me go get another color. We'll do this together. Okay, I went and picked up another pink. All right, so I'm folding that one in half, matching up my loops. All right, and this is where I started. We're talking about the one that has 8 loops together. I want to add this end one to all of this, so I'm matching it up. Okay, match all of that up, getting that space, separating them. Okay, hold on to that with one hand and twist with the other. Right in there. Okay. Now I should have 2 sets at the end, and I do. These are my 2 end ones. It's hard to tell on the TV, but I'm matching up again the next set. All right, so here they are. This is my next set, all 8 loops are matched. Now I'm going to add one more color. So exactly what I showed you in that first segment, I'm taking my black, folding it in half, all right, folding it in half, matching it up right here, this one here, matching it up with these. Hold on to it nice and tight. Get into that space. And twist. All right. So now I'm only using 2 colors here because I just wanted to do a recap with you so you kind of understood what I was talking about, or I would have lost you. All right, and you might have to not rewind, you might have to pause and go back. What am I talking about? I said, we don't have tapes anymore, so it's not like a rewind. But put me on pause and go back through the video. All right, so now I have my wires together. They're separated. My last two are the black ones, keeping everything together, and I'm going to twist. Okay. Keeping them all together. Now this is where I showed you in that first segment that I have these wires. Okay, they're pretty much matched up. I'm holding on to that, and I've got these strands. This is where I'm twisting those together also. Okay, and this is what you got. A mess. Oh God. Okay, so if you're still interested, so then that next part is you saw me twisting twisting this end one here to make it shorter. It does get shorter when you twist it, not by much, but it kind of finishes that one off. All right, and then go back into your center ones. Remember, we only twisted that really 1/2 turn, so I want to get in there, twist that tighter. That's gonna shore it up more. Separate these guys, get into this one, twist it one more time, makes it a little bit shorter. Get into the next set. That one I twisted pretty good. I think I can get it in again. I'm gonna try. All right, this is my space. I'm gonna try to get that. All right, and then the last one I did really good, so I'm not gonna touch that. But so this is what I have. Now what I wanna do is find the loops that are coming to me first. All right, and as you're looking at your wire, you're going to be able to see that. So the first one that's coming to me on this one is the black. So I want to lay that black set of loops down on top of the wire. Then my next set is pink, and then I have another set of pink. And then it looks like I have another set of pink, but it's on the other side, so I need to bring that one down in front. So no, I'm sorry. My next set is black. All right, so I'm bringing that black. And it looks like there's another set of black that goes right on top of this set. And then it's the pink. And then it's another set of pink. I'm laying that on top. And it's another set of pink right on top of that. Then I've got the black. Nope, I don't. Sorry about that, I don't. I'm looking at the loops to find out which one is the most furthest front, so I can lay it nicely on the top there. And then it's another pink one. Okay, and then it's the black and another black and another black. I'm going from side to side to find out which ones go to the front. So this is what I'm coming up with. There's another black. And another black. And then it's the pink. I need to look at it. And then another pink. And then the last two black. Which one comes first? There you go. That's what I did to make that frond. I hope that you got some benefit out of that. It's pretty easy. You know, practice with practice wire first. Don't use the good stuff. If you're using permanently colored wire, you know, get some of that floral wire. It comes in silver, red, green. Practice that way first before going into the expensive stuff. So this is one frond, all right? I made 15 of these for that particular tree. All right, let's go back to me and the voiceover. Okay, I'm back at the voiceover, and what I'm working on now is the top of the tree, the crown of the tree, and I'm adding on the fronds that I created. And what I'm doing is counting. I'm using, for stability, I used 120 strands of black wire total. I'm taking 4 strands of each. The black wire that I'm using is a 20 gauge wire, and I'm taking 1 black set of loops, and I'm getting into that V. What I'm doing is filling in fullness of this crown on top of the tree. So I'm getting into that V. I have 1 set of 24 gauge black loops down in that V, and I'm going to twist that in. That's giving me the fullness at the top, okay? That's what I want to do first. Okay, Carol, we see that. And you take notice I've got a Band-Aid on my finger. Oh man, I got the biggest blister. God. But I needed to work on this tree, so then I had this bad habit of that string getting caught in the wire as I'm twisting. Yeah, okay, moving on. All right, so I'm twisting in that set of black loops into that V. And I think about you guys when I'm making my videos. I try to go slow so that you guys are catching on, but I'm twisting that side, the 4 strands of the 20 gauge black wire. I'm twisting all of that together. Okay. That's just one side that you're looking at. Now I want to add that frond. Okay. And that end piece that I was talking about earlier that I twisted all the way at the end of that frond, I am now adding to the other side. So I have the 1 set of the 24 gauge loops that I twisted one side into the V. Now I have the frond, which I did not twist the other side yet. So I'm adding that black loops, those 2 black loops, into the center also, with now the frond that I created. That just gives it more thickness at the top. So back in that V, I have all that wire. See that? Okay. I want to match that up. Oh, okay. I'm taking my needle nose pliers and tightening that up. I didn't want to edit this part out because then I wouldn't be showing you everything. And I think that if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I want to show you all of the parts, so there's no missing parts. Oh, how did she do this? How did she do that? You can put me in the background and twist your own wire tree, or you can stop, do a pause, and go back and watch this again. But what I'm doing is lining up everything because I want to connect that frond that I created along with the black set of loops that I created, all into that V that's at the that my fingers are holding, so everything is connected and that nothing will fall apart. So that's what's taking the time here. Taking that wire and wrapping it around. Pulling it tight. That way I know it's all connected, nothing's gonna fall out. You have that space. Here you go, I'm wrapping it one more time. And again, this gives that frond the stability to stand up on its own. You know how gravity pulls everything down? This will last a little bit longer. Time-wise, I don't know. It's always good if you have your trees around you for a long period of time, that you go around and fluff them up every once in a while, because the gravity pulls the branches down. This just gives it a little bit more stability so that the branch stays up higher longer. There's a lot of wire down there. And black wire, I don't know about you, my eyes are starting to get old. I really need a bright light so I can see what I'm doing, because the black wire just distorts my vision so much. Okay, now you see that I have that other side of that set, that original set that I was putting in the beginning of this segment. Okay, now I'm twisting, or I'm going to. Yes, I'm going to twist those 4 strands of 20 gauge wire into those loops. This again, visual wise, this end of the branch that I'm working on right now is going to be much shorter branch. But this is like if you were looking at the tree and you see new growth. All right, so I only made 15 fronds, but there's new growth at the top of the tree. So this black set of loops that you see me twisting in is much shorter, but it gives the crown of the tree so much more fullness. Got that all twisted in, and now I'm going to cut it off. Okay, so there you go. That's another frond added to this ponytail palm tree. Okay, let's take this tree out into the evening. The sun is starting to go down, but I wanted to show you I have all of the fronds on the tree. That's 15 strands with the colored, and then about another 15 of the black ones added up on the top of the crown to make it full. Now, this is where you find out if you twisted those loops tight enough, because every single one of these loops now has to be cut. Looking at those loops, I'm going to start to cut them using my wire cutters right in the center of each loop. And finding all of those black loops. This is really tedious. So if you don't have to use black wire, don't use black wire. Use a bright color. You can see them so much easier. You don't want to miss any loops. Every once in a while, one does fall through, but when I go back to open up those loops using my needle nose pliers, I do find them, and then have to go get my wire cutters and then cut that loop open. But so I'm just going through one at a time. I've got a lot of loops ahead of me to cut. So yeah, tedious. So what are you guys working on? I'd love to hear from you. Again, like I said, I hope this is some benefit for you if you have never tried this technique. If you do like using the loops, creating your trees, I'd like to know that too. Maybe this is nothing that even interests you, but you're looking for somebody to put in the background, listen to, watch while you're creating your wire trees. See, I'm still on the same frond, cutting loops, but I'm gonna stay with you till I get this one frond done. The other one, yeah, pull them up, Carol. That way you can see them a little bit better. And again, you need to take those breaks. If it starts to get fuzzy for you that you can't see them, you got to take those breaks and walk away and then come back for it. That's why sometimes it really does take quite a while to create a tree like this, because it is so intense. Just a couple more here. Okay, that was all done in real time. Now that was just one frond. Okay, and here we go. On that frond, I cut my loops. Now I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and open up every single one of those loops. I think this is going to be beautiful when it's done. Well, in fact, you know what? The tree's already done. And in the next segment, I will be able to show you what the tree looks like when it's complete. But here we are, one loop at a time. Up, see? See, I forgot one. All right. Now open that baby up. All right. I don't know how much of this you want to watch, but I'm sure I'm going to go through this for a little while. So, yeah, any questions that you might have, I hope that you'll put them in the comments below. Just one step at a time. Let me know if this is a benefit to you, if you've ever done something like this before, or even would you even try to do something like this? I'd love to hear from you. And just like that, it's magic. I got that one frond done, and it really softens the wire out when you take the time to spread those all out. But that's blending your colors together. Now here I am with the finished piece. This ponytail palm was created for spiritpieces.com, and this orb, don't drop it, Carol, is going to fit right into the center, just like that, with a little bit of a tilt. And there you go. That is my rendition of the ponytail palm for Spirit Pieces. Well, how was that? Long, I know. Just about 43 minutes of me talking and showing and sharing. If you are getting any benefit, I hope that you'll let me know. I am really excited as far as this particular video goes, because it is a little bit more of a intermediate to intermediate kind of trees to challenge yourself if you haven't done anything like this before. The other reason why this is exciting for me, this particular video, is this is the 200th video that I've put together, edited, talk through, you know, just sharing what I love with all of you that care to hang in there and watch my videos. I started doing these videos back in 2016 as far as, you know, basics to today. Me sharing this kind of work with you. If you're looking for anything special, again, if you have any comments, any questions, please put them in the comments below, and I hope that in a short period of time that I get to every single one of your comments, even if it's a hi, how are you, Carol? Any thumbs up that you want to give me, all of that is greatly appreciated. The other thing that I'm excited about is I almost have 1,000 subscribers. For an old lady with gray hair that loves to teach and share, and you know, just all that good stuff, a little bit about, you know, what keeps me inspired. I just don't know what to say. I'm very thankful and blessed that YouTube had given me the opportunity to put something like this together. And I hope that the next 200 videos that I put together, that some of you that have been following me for quite a few years hang in there with me, and all of you new ones that have just popped in to see this particular video. Again, I know I said it a few times in this video. Subscribe if you want to be inspired. There are so many different wire artists out there. I'm just one, and I use loops to create my trees. But if that's something that interests you, hit the bell button so you know when I'm gonna pop on next. And always, thank you for watching, and we will talk soon.